here's the algorithm for multiplication. Some people find this one most easy, but let's talk a little bit about why it works so nicely. So here I have 1/2 times 2/3. So I need half of the groups that have a size of 2/3. So here's 2/3, and I only need half of this group. So what I can do is I can take my 2/3 and I can just slice it right down the middle and cut it in half. So now what happened to my denominator here? Now, instead of my size being 3, my size is 6 total. And that came from my original 3 lines here, multiplied by my new 2 lines to cut it in half. So my denominator becomes 2 times 3, which is 6. Now, I only wanted these new 2 sections that I just made, I only wanted half of those new groups, right? So I only wanted these pieces up here. Now my one piece that I want comes from this line I did this way, right? I only wanted 1 out of these 2 new groups that I made. And the reason 2 of these are circled is because I had 2 originally coming from this direction. So my final solution becomes 2 out of 6. 1 times 2 gave me 2. You can think of that as the area of what's circled here. 2 times 3 gave me 6. You can think of that as the area of my whole rectangle. Just like we've seen before, 2/6 we can actually simplify. So if you think about 2 pieces together, you can kind of see here. I'll redraw it. Right, if I took 2 of these 6 and I put them together, it would fill up one whole section right here, which would give me 1/3. So I kind of took my 2 pieces and I glued them back together. And then I took my 6 pieces and I glued them into groups of 2. So that's dividing when I'm putting things back together. So 2 divided by 2 is what gives me 1, and 6 divided by 2 is what gives me 3.